I go cousin John.
Ten, nine, eight, seven, six, five, four, three, two, one, zero.
Tune in. This is your Friday Night Lights podcast, photo and entertainment in Middle Georgia sales and services. Coke, don't worry about Pepsi. I had to go see a man about a music.
Look at here, look at here.
A-Town down.
And you better not lose.
Tune in.
Not so fast, my friend.
Better say it with your chest.
Come on now, shout it.
And you better not lose. Hey, you better watch your mouth now.
I am a label.
Better shut your mouth.
Yes, I am. I don't mean to interrupt.
Better say it with your chest.
Let's get it.
And you better not lose.
What's happening, everybody? How you
What's
doing?
happening? What's good? It's
Just-
Wednesday.
It is Wednesday.
You know what that means, right?
No. Oh, you're on the clock? Is that what you're talking about?
No, it's hump day.
It's hump day, baby. Hump the hump.
Oh, hump day. Interesting. What's going
bet
on,
it is.
Dwayne? I mean, get your mind out the gutter. What's going on, Dwayne? Yo. Welcome to the podcast.
Wayne Little, what's good?
Glad you decided to come our way, sir. What's going on? That damn Tyso, welcome to the podcast. Let us know where you're from and who you're representing. Lee Nicholson, how you doing? Mayor Persons Bulldogs in the house. Mayor Persons is 3-0. I see you. What's going on, Kenneth Hurst? TCC checking in. Welcome. Glad to hear from you.
Tyso, Nicholson, Mr. Hurst, what's going on, people?
Y'all, it is week 5 already.
Yep.
And I say we as my Peach County Trojans, will get a well-deserved and needed break with our first bye week. We needed it badly.
Really, really bad. Ware County checking in. Okay, well, welcome, Gator. We are glad you decided to check us out.
Now, Mr. Tyso, we can support. Only one Gator can be supported on this show, and that's Ware County. The other Gator south of the border, we don't deal with them kind.
They leave Dwayne alone. He in a little pain.
I bet he ain't in a little pain. He in a lot of pain.
He bud, like the old folks say, he for pain.
Sunbelt Billy is 20-20. Oh my goodness. You
Check
know
in,
that.
sis. Check in, sis. Praying for you, babe. Hope you get better.
Okay, yo, I'm gonna get down there in just
I'm
a
sorry,
minute.
babe. I just had to put that out there.
I know you are because you
Happy birthday, Queen.
God damn it, there you go. Okay, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday.
You know we're gonna spoil it for you.
Y'all, okay.
Go back to your hold on. Take a hit of your blunt and then come back because you sound so calm tonight.
And that's why she love us, bro. We keep her grounded.
Make me so sick. God, why y'all love to steal my thunder? Okay, I'm sorry. What's going on, Obadiah? How you doing? TCC is in the building. Mr. Brown, welcome. He said Big Langston 3-0 and with
Yes,
a
sir.
very impressive win. Very impressive. We are doing well, Mr. Nicholson. I'm gonna have to ring the necks of these two gentlemen right here, but we are doing well. Shakira, I'm so glad you're listening. I'm so glad that you're here. You all, we want to send a special prayer out to our sister. She's been under the weather for the past few weeks, but we also want to acknowledge her today because today is her birthday. So you all wish my sister Shakira a happy
birthday, babe.
birthday. I would sing to you, but I ain't. That damn Tyso says Ware County gets his first bye week this week. Yep. My team does as well. TCC is going to Bainbridge. Now, why you going down there?
So what?
Why you going down there to terrorize them folk?
For what,
They,
man?
they got a hard way to go. So you say TCC sending a JB down there. That what you said, Mr. Herbert?
Man, damn that. We need to just call Dr. Scott and tell him just put a W in the column for TCC and don't let them go down there and do what they plan on doing to them folk down there in Bainbridge, Georgia.
Yes. Yeah. Mr. McDaniel, how you doing? He said, I don't know why I can't find y'all on the book, but coffee checking in on the tube. Welcome, Mr. McDaniel.
No, I know why. We still ain't figured it out yet. He got blocked by accident, and we can't figure how to unblock him.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it was last year or the year before last.
Was it? Is
We'll
this?
get. Well, I'll look into it, Mr. Dan. I know Mike, he's a freak in the sheets and he can do some things behind that screen. If he can't figure it out, I know I ain't gonna be able to figure it out. But just know we appreciate you checking in from YouTube. We'll definitely work on that though.
Mr. Nicholson says we got Troop County Saturday at 1 p.m. Georgia plays at 3:30. That's tough. That's tough. Dwayne said he just passed his old college he was at before Florida. So you're in Louisiana, Dwayne? Be safe. And
Be safe on that road, bro.
And where Sunbelt Billy was. Obadiah says we will be loading up the bus in the third quarter headed back to
Third. Second half of halftime is over with.
Everybody's wishing you a happy birthday, sis. Collins McDaniel says, good evening. How you doing? Coffee County checking in. Hopefully this bye week got us better on all the mental mistakes. We are hungry for a win. How you doing, Earl? Welcome to the podcast.
What's up, bro?
Heather Knight Rodriguez, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Mike said, play one time for the birthday chick. It'll be
I can't. I get in trouble.
Copyright,
get flagged.
Yeah, that's a hell of a birthday, girl. You will get charged tomorrow. We claiming it, and you're gonna feel better.
Go.
Lee Nicholson predicts TCC 63, Bainbridge 6. You've been a little conservative, Mr. Nicholson.
Yes, so you are.
Mr. Evans, welcome to the podcast. How are you? What's going on, Chris Space? He also says happy birthday, Kira. So Wednesday, we're looking at these upcoming games.
Yeah, we got talk about these upcoming games. Eventually the Wizard gonna come on, give his upcoming predictions. Talk about these polls tonight between AJC and FNL.
We did
we did that we did that Monday?
Yeah, was you drunk?
Oh, yeah, I will. I probably will, more than likely.
You were, but it's okay. We love you in spite of.
Yeah, I'll be dipping in the supplies a little heavy sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and oh, that's right. Yeah, for Monday we had some. Yeah, okay, never mind. I remember now. Yeah.
So do you all want to continue to discuss what you were discussing prior to?
Yes, please, real fast. So, I'm gonna let you bring the conversation back up that we was having before we went live and get some input from the listeners.
Okay, real quick. We're talking about the Middle Georgia football program. This was brought to me by my homeboy E-Team. Shout out E-Team. Normally in the Middle Georgia area, you are here. Now, let's be real. All around the state, you still have these big names. Shout out to Earl Brooks' son down in Thomas County. Shout out to the running back over at Colquitt, who's a Georgia commit. In Middle Georgia, we normally had those Power 4 commits and recruits and stuff. And me and my homeboy were just talking today, and we can't think of anybody in the Middle Georgia that's drawing that attention right now. We don't think the talent has diminished, but it's just the recruiting in the Middle Georgia area has went down. Thirst, you say you got a take on why is that. So I would like to hear it.
Yeah.
And maybe listeners, y'all can chime in.
Okay. I'm not gonna say the recruiting has went down because the talent is still there. It's just not the big names are not coming out of Middle Georgia as before in the past because my opinion is that the parents of those kids relocated from Middle Georgia and didn't maintain roots in Middle Georgia. That's my opinion.
Um, I can see where you're going with that, but there are cities in Middle Georgia like the Houston County, Warner Robins area, and the Macon Bibb County area that a lot of parents in these small towns would migrate to. Now,
Hmm.
just last year, you had Rashawn Dinkins, who you saw on the field for Georgia in week 1 and 2. You saw Isaiah Gibson, another Warner Robins demon. You saw Isaiah Mitchell. You saw AJ Hill. You saw Peyton Joseph. You saw all of these kids. Chanston Brown out of Northside. You saw Dublin putting kids in Georgia, and you saw all of Middle Georgia. That's definitely making moves and getting kids into these P4 schools. We just don't have that big name this year. There's nobody that you can say coming out of Middle Georgia that can be on a Super 11 list or can be top at a position in the state. It's just not out there right now in Middle Georgia. And I was just talking to him about that and would like to see what the listeners think, especially those in Middle Georgia. Mary Person used to have those kids. Duke Watson a couple of years ago. Baldwin, Michael Welch, Nick Wolford. We had these kids coming out of Middle Georgia, and this year you just don't have it. Now, the one thing I've noticed, a lot of these teams in Middle Georgia are young. Peach County, Northeast, Baldwin, Warner Robins, Perry. All of these kids are loaded with sophomores and juniors, and maybe that could be the issue.
Hmm.
But I don't think it's the relocation of the families because, like I said, the small towns around here, a lot of them just relocate to the Houston County area or the Bibb County area.
Well,
Go ahead.
go ahead. No, go ahead, sis.
No, I was just gonna add to that and just ask, we're speaking from the Middle Georgia perspective, but think about your corner of the state. Is it like that in your corner of the state as well? Or is there some big names that are making a lot of attention, or is it just kind of maybe it's the year, maybe it's just the recruiting class? I'm just curious.
Yeah, and I can agree with you because that's why I was saying about these kids being young. I mean, Carver still got them loaded. Like I said, Earl's son, and down there in the Thomasville, the quarterback, he's a decent kid. How many Thomas County Central got? 6, 7 of them that's possibly P4s. You know what I mean? So the South is still going. Savannah area is still going. The North is just loaded with them. Like, it's still all over the state. And this is just the first year that I can honestly say I don't see that type of talent, or the talent is still there. So I won't use the word talent, but I'm just not seeing the recruiting of those big names here in Middle Georgia. It's still going all around in the state of Georgia. Let's be real. We know the best football in the United States comes out of the state of Georgia. That's been proven. So it's still around the state of Georgia. We just not seeing it in Middle Georgia this year.
Mm-hmm. I don't disagree. Let's see. I'm looking for comments with regard to that, but until I get to that, let me just read now. That damn Tyso says that we're kind of beat Bainbridge with 58. TCC definitely gonna break a 70 to 80 piece. Mercy rule won't mean a thing. What's going on, Mr. Jordan BJ? Welcome. Earl says nope. Bainbridge got to get this work. They beat us for like 6 years straight. We still owe them. What's going on, Marquise? How you doing? Welcome to the podcast. The same
What's
to
going
you.
on, Marquise?
Welcome to the podcast, Mr. Benjamin. He's welcome. Happy Wednesday to the best damn high school sports show around. Peace and blessings. Thank you so much, Mr. Benjamin. We would be nothing
Appreciate
without
the
you.
love. Appreciate the love.
Let's see. Oh, and shout out to Big Cam Brooks. He was a defensive player of the game last week. Congratulations, baby boy. Lee says Mayor Persons is loaded with juniors and sophomores and even freshmen. So that kind of goes to your point where Middle Georgia
Yeah.
doesn't have as much. He says Mason Stevens is a special player and he's a sophomore. So maybe in the next year or two, when the cycle changes, we'll start hearing these names.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just Middle Georgia's time to not have that one player. What's going on, Hot Floor Noah? Welcome to the best. Welcome to the podcast. He said Georgia is the best. They certainly have a big argument for that, Mr. Flournoy. Obadiah says we've got 22 people on here watching live. Can everybody at least share the live to their profile? All right. Y'all heard Obadiah. Make it do what it
Appreciate it.
do. We appreciate you so much.
And again, back to what we were just saying, good take, Mr. Nicholson, and everything you were saying about Mary Person. I look at right now, what's going on, son? You got Hunt Hill from Peach County. Probably one of the biggest recruits around here in Middle Georgia right now, but he's just a 10th grader.
Mm-hmm. So his name is not, is not ringing bells. Let's see. What's going on, Danny? How you doing? What's going on, Deshaun? Good evening, and everyone. Happy birthday, Shakira. I hope you enjoyed your day. Lee says Jordan Singleton has 4 interceptions and he's a junior. So I think we'll hear a little bit more from them soon. Can I switch the topic a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. Since this is Wednesday, we're talking predictions. I want to kind of scoot on over to college. Let's talk a little UGA football. They got a big game, a matchup with Tennessee. One would think, some people are a bit concerned after the Austin P game on Saturday, but Georgia is notoriously known for playing down to their competition. So I guess my question to you all and to you all in podcast land, do you all think that Georgia goes up to Neyland Stadium and wins in the Rocky Top yet again, or do you think this is going to be the year where Tennessee prevails?
As a Georgia fan, I'm always pulling for Georgia, but I must say this: fire Mike Bobo and pull up the brink truck to Todd Monken. Just tell Todd Monken he ain't got to worry about recruiting. He can hire an assistant to recruit for him.
Some people are criticizing Gunner. They say that he does not look for the open receiver, and that he doesn't really look, and he just looks to run. So I don't know what your thoughts on that is.
Here's my thing with Gunner. Gunner, let's be real about it. How many games did Gunner start last year? What, 3? I think.
I don't even know.
Maybe 2. I don't even think he started in the game because I think Beck got hurt in the bowl game.
Yeah,
he got hurt. He got hurt in the bowl game. So this is really his first opportunity at starting, right? Practice ain't nothing like game.
Yeah.
He's trying to get his feel for the speed of the game, trying to understand what's going on out there because yes, don't get me wrong. You watch film, you practicing with the ones, you having reps with the ones, but at the end of the day, these defensive coordinators are going to throw something 2 weeks into the season. You're not going to see everything in 2 weeks. When it comes to quarterback play at Georgia, we are not going to know for sure where Georgia's quarterback is at until about the 5th or 6th game. By that time, he would have seen everything that is possible for a defensive coordinator to throw at him so he can actually study it and learn how to play against it. It's going to take time for him to get into that groove. I'm sorry. He just doesn't. And plus, he's been sitting on the bench for what, 3 years now? 2, 3 years now?
Mm-hmm. Because,
So
yeah. Because he
it's
came,
going,
he came Stetson's senior year, I think, last year. And then Carson Beck played for what, 2 years? So, yeah, 3.
yeah. So it's going to take time for him to get those live game reps and get that mental repetition going on for defenses that's going to be thrown at them because you can't replicate everything in practice because your coaches just don't know everything that a team is doing this early on in the season. We're just not going to know till about the fifth, 6th week of the season where he's really at.
Okay. Earl says Hoko has a few players that's getting highly recruited, like their safety and tight end, or are the ones that come to mind. And
Yeah,
I don't
they got. I'm sorry, babe, but they got two offensive lines also. Two offensive linemen also, Earl, and that's what I said. Coco do have, but again, the safety is probably the top athlete, the top recruit in this area. Like I said, Hunter Hill, freshman, with about 10 sophomore with about 10 offers. It's the next big thing that I think will be that big name. But you're right, Hoko do have some.
Yeah. But I mean, even with that, it's like you don't know him by name. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
I think that's the thing. Cause
yeah.
like when we talk about the kid that transfer, if I say who was the kid that transferred from Savannah Christian to Benedictine down in Savannah, I guarantee you half of y'all are gonna know the young man's name, and I could just say that, and y'all know who it is. We don't really have that here. You know what I mean?
Good point, babe. That's a good way to put it right there.
Yeah. What's going on? What's going on, T Abe? How you doing? I want to stop. I want to stop and say this right here. I don't know how many of you all heard about the what happened in Atlanta. I don't know if y'all saw where the 12-year-old kid was airlifted to Scottish Rite after a football practice. I think it was on Tuesday. I don't know how many of you all heard about that. Well, that happened. Well, okay. T. Abe is one of the administrators for the City of South Fulton Recreation Department, and that happened at one of his parks. So he just wanted everybody to know that young man is doing well, and they have him under concussion protocol per his doctor's directive. So for those of you all who have been following that on the news, that young man is doing well, and we thank God for that, because at one point he said he couldn't feel his legs. So God is certainly good. I just want to put that out there. Let's see. Lee says UGA is going to have 27, Tennessee 17. Jordan says Georgia will beat Tennessee. Chris says it's all according to what Mike Bobo brings to the table on Saturday. Christopher Sloan, welcome to the podcast. He says Syrup Maker's checking in. T8 says UGA played that game with a basic attack. Kirby didn't want to show Tennessee anything.
Good point.
And I can ride with that.
Jordan says he's being Gunner. It's still early. He'll settle down and get comfortable as the season goes. Lee says, I don't think Georgia was showing everything they had against Marshall or Austin Peay. That's my theory. And so Chris says, in my opinion, Bobo doesn't use his tight ends like Todd Monken did in his tenure at UGA. Got to keep the tight end in rotation.
Especially, and Monken had some great tight ends, but Bobo has just as tight ends that's just as good. The tight end room in Georgia, the running back room in Georgia, that you ain't missing nothing there from 1 to 4. You know what I mean? You can sub them in any kind of way. With that being said, that's a great point, Chris. I think if they did kind of open up the offense and utilize that, but I think the fall off on that is you don't have those wide receivers that was your take the top off. Your Lad McConkleys get in space and make things happen. Your Kearis Jackson get down the field. You know, those type of receivers, your George Pickens, that spreaded the defense and allowed tight ends up seams and stuff to be open. Now that you have that lack of receiving room production, and I think it will come with the transfers and the kid coming back from the trouble he got into it and stuff. I think it will come throughout the season, and defenses will have to respecting it and kind of drop in some cover twos and stuff, some safety deeps and stuff, which will open up the middles for the tight ends to come through. But from last year and as of early, they had no reason to no deep down the field threat to open up the field for the tight ends to be used. So that's a good point, Chris. I hope they can open it up with the wide receiver room and maybe the tight ends can get some more action.
Man, that's been a problem with Georgia for a minute, though. Receivers getting separation. That's all I'm saying. That's been a minute. Because I don't know about you, but I'm a quarterback and receiver at heart. And that's one of the things I look at when I'm watching the game or reviewing so-called film, right? A lot of Georgia receivers just can't get that freaking separation.
I mean, but let's just think, bro. When you had Lad McConkey and you had those guys that was out there, Lad was not the biggest, not the fastest, but he was shifty. He could get open. He drawed attention. You couldn't just throw one going guy out there and expect not to, because if he missed that tackle or Lad get by him, guess what? That's 6. So you had safety help over top and things like that. After Lad left last year and you didn't have that, you knew Georgia was going to try to go back to that ground and pound running game that they were so famous for. All you did was stack the box. And now when you got a clusterfuck, and I'm sorry, it's not Friday, but I just had to say that. When
Hold on, we're going to cluster. Beep. Okay, there you go.
That part. And you got that in the middle of the field. Tight ends can't work. They can't get spacing. They can't get open. That's what's been hurting with the tight end room. Because you got four great tight ends. And as y'all can see, Ethan Berber is on the field. Ethan Berber is gonna play. So
now, I am gonna say that though. I would not be mad if Todd Monken stole some plays from the old Patriots of when they had Aaron Hernandez and Gronk on the field at the same time. I would not be surprised because right now, the way your passing game is looking, the tight end position is your strength in the passing game. I wouldn't be surprised if they stole some plays and ran some New England Patriot plays.
What's going on, Mr. Watkins? He's letting Shakira Brown wishing Shakira a happy birthday. I don't know if I spoke to you, Danny, but if I hadn't, it doesn't hurt to speak again. How you doing? Jimmy Westbrooks, welcome to the podcast. He says, we can't win with Bobo. Bobo has a mediocre skill set, and he doesn't seem to know how to get out of that box. We will beat Tennessee, but not because of Bobo. Courtney Williams, Swainsboro in the building. Welcome to the podcast. He said, listen, they're going to hype Georgia up until Alabama comes, and then they go lose.
Definitely disagree with that.
No, that's just wishful thinking from a Lamar fan.
Yeah.
I ain't even calling Bama. I'm calling Lamar. Lame ass.
A Lamar fan. I like that, bro.
It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday.
Hey, whatever they can say on TV, we can say on here.
What's up, people?
They say ass, damn it, we can say ass.
Chris said,
like it's not Monday. It's not Friday, Mike. It's not Friday, sir.
Chris says, I agree with you, yo. Jamal, what's going on? TCC tuning in. Danny, how much time should we give Mike Bobo? He had 2 years now. He said, just give Mike Bobo some time to do things right with the football program.
Mike Bobo done had a decade to prove himself.
Give him a little grace this season. The players have to believe in themselves and the football strategy from the coaches.
Mike Bobo done had a decade at Georgia, time at other schools to get it figured out.
Let's be honest. If Mike Bobo didn't have the relationship with Kirby, he would have been gone.
It's on that.
What's going on, Ryan Wembley? He said, after what Thomas and Gus did to Alabama, just take one game at a time. Amen. Amen. And welcome to the pocket. Who does Coffee play this week? I'm interested. I'm wondering. I want to know if y'all gonna get y'all first win this week. I think y'all will.
And you know what? Big ups to that region though, because this their last game before they go into region play. Am I correct? Y'all region can let us know. So y'all better try to get some wins in. This went to a gauntlet.
Mm-hmm.
Man, y'all know how long Mike Bobo really been at Georgia?
Yeah,
11 years. He been there 11 years.
Jamal said Kirby and Bobo got the 229 connection. That's why. Oh, he said
No, it's
Gaston.
deeper. No. It's deeper than that. It's deeper than that.
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry. Y'all are 1 and 2. Y'all will probably be 2 and 2 after Friday. I thought that was the week after next, Mr. Watkins. Doherty versus Monroe rivalry week. I thought that was the week after. That's on the 26th because we got to play on the 25th, which is that Thursday, because Doherty and Monroe is playing on September 26th. We play on.
Yeah, isn't Doherty and Chris playing this week?
Yeah, Doherty and Chris were playing this week. He was saying next week is when they play.
Okay.
It's the week after next, I think, Mr. Watkins.
And again, babe, not to interrupt you, but again, Coffee, you should be 2 and 2. But y'all let us know. Don't region 2 go into their region after this week. So again, man, y'all get ready to go through that gauntlet, man.
Courtney said, okay, Ryan said they got 2 more weeks before region play. So yeah. Courtney says, leave my tide alone. Anybody studying your tide, Courtney?
So like they washed up. Do you need to hear the song again?
Please come home.
Do I need to play the Do I need to play the song again, Jeff?
Sure.
That's what they doing for old Nick Saban, huh?
Old Nick.
Hold on. We finna play the Alabama Suck song. Hold on.
It don't feel the same since Saban walked away. Championship dreams, man, they fading every day. We was built on greatness, not a tide, losing waves. All this hurt in my heart, watching Bama fade away. Kalen came in, talking big, claiming titles, but them Saturdays hit different. Every game feel vital. Recruiting looking shaky, talent slipping through the cracks. How you follow up a legend and start falling off the map? The standard ain't the same. Tuscaloosa feeling pain. Fans used to pop champagne, now they screaming out your name. Step it up, coach. Pressure heavy in the South. You was handed Nick's empire, now it's crumbling in your house. It don't feel the same since Saban walked away. Championship dreams, man, they fading every day. We was built on greatness, not a tide, losing waves. All this hurt in my heart, watching Bama fade away. It don't feel the same since Saban walked away. Championship dreams, man, they fading every day. We was built on greatness, not a tide, losing waves. All this hurt in my heart, watching Bama fade away. Them dogs in Georgia laughing, LSU steady stacking, while Bama fans stressing, thinking, man, what happened? Play calling looking soft, defense ain't got no bite. How the Tide's supposed to roll when they can't even fight? Legends built this program, blood, sweat, and tradition. Now the future looking cloudy, fans losing that vision. You ain't Nick, never will be, pressure drowning you quick. This the SEC jungle, weak coaches don't stick. It don't feel the same since Saban walked away. Championship dreams, man, they fading every day. We was built on greatness, not a tide, losing waves. All this hurt in my heart, watching Bama fade away. It don't feel the same since Saban walked away. Championship dreams, man, they fading every day. We was built on greatness, not a tide, losing waves. All this hurt in my heart, watching Bama fade away.
Courtney say y'all dead wrong.
No, we ain't.
Jimmy says Bobo couldn't win with Rick. He can't win with Kirby. He couldn't win as a quarterback. There it is. Let's see. Chris says, this week coffee has gas in Florida. Next week they got mainland Daytona. Then we go into region play. I'm sorry, y'all. Forgive me. Then we go into region play. Northside Eagles will be our first region game. So y'all could very well, y'all are 1-2 now. Y'all could very well go into region play at 4-2, and that's not a bad position to be in. So y'all can build up a little confidence, and y'all will have cut down on the mental mistakes by then, and you could, make a run. Chris said, "Trash ass mama." Jimmy
Well,
says,
well, hey, Jay. So if
mhm,
we just got the comment trash ass Bama, can I play one more thing?
yes. And then we're gonna read these comments, and we're gonna let the wizard do his thing.
Okay. I'm just saying. We just got to run this video one time.
All right.
Oh.
Round and round over by candy ass. That's where they went round and round.
You breaking up.
I've never seen a team
You
more
breaking up.
softer, more
Oh, it is?
pathetic in
Yeah.
all my life. The tackles in this. They had 20 plays where players didn't care, didn't even
Okay.
chase
I'm gonna
after the
figure out how to
play.
download it then. I'm downloading this video.
He was upset. Let's see. Jimmy says, I'm old enough to remember Bama before Nikki. Now that's the Bama I know. And most Bama fans don't know who the coaches were. Before Nick Saban. They know Bear Bryant and they know Nick Saban. They don't know Gene Stallings. They don't know Mike DeBose. They don't know Mike Shula. They're, now true Bama fan, they know, but honey, these youngsters, if you ask them who came before Nick Saban, they're gonna look at you like you're slow.
All they know is Bear Bryant. That's all they know.
Uh-huh. Jamal says, y'all UGA fans are something else. Only beat Alabama one time in the past 10 matchups. We beat them when it counted, though. Y'all say the same thing every year. I'm not a Bama fan either. Let's see. Lee says, my opinion, Georgia Bulldogs will win another championship before Bama and will beat Bama this year. Dwayne said UGA gonna feel it too when Kirby leave like Florida did when Urban Meyer left. Kirby is what, like 50? We got about 10, 15 more years. No, see, look at you with your shades, sir. Got to be with AT&T. No, AT&T is in Florida. I put like this: when we were in Jacksonville, the Verizon people couldn't get no service, but I had excellent service, and I just keep it there. All right, so Wizard, where are you, sir?
Hey,
Well,
I'm
hello.
right here.
How are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm doing
How y'all
well.
been doing?
We can't complain, Mr. Choice. We've already discussed that the possible outcome of the game with Tennessee and Georgia, but I'm sure you want UGA to lose, and we're okay with that as well. So, Wizard,
Yeah.
talk to us about your predictions.
So, first thing I want to say is, I talked to Thursday, and I said, Thursday, don't post my predictions until after the show. So, my predictions are exclusive as of right now.
Okay.
So, when we talking to private, this is what I got for you. One of the thrillers in Manila, Savannah Christian versus Fellowship Christian. I think Savannah Christian takes an L.
I do too. I do too, Wizard. I do too. Let's see. Well, technically, it's only 3 games in private.
4. Yeah, 3. You're right. 3.
Okay. What's going on, Darius Kirksey? How are you? And let me say this real quick because he is dead right. Bama fans, the same Patriot fans and Golden State fans in 2015, those become everybody's team. You got to remember the Miami Heat too, Mr. Kersey, because I promise when LeBron made his decision, everybody became a Miami Heat fan. Lee says Savannah Christian wins, Wizard.
In what?
Did you do
In what?
your pickles, Mr. Nicholson? Swainsboro got Thompson, Chris, Toon, Fitz. Going to define what we have this year. We play Savannah Christian too. How do you think you're going to do against Savannah Christian, Courtney? Let us know. So we got D2 week 5.
Okay. Bowden, Brooks, and Jenkins County lose. Those are my upsets in the top 10. Well, I'm not going to say upset because I think everybody expects Bowden to lose and Brooks. So I'm going to say Jenkins is the one that gets upset by Emmanuel County institution.
Okay. I'm looking. I'm going to see. Okay, I can rock with that. Lee says Jenkins wins.
Well, do your pick'ems and try and beat me.
He's done his pick'em.
Okay.
What's going on, Mr. Body? How you doing, friend? He said Wizard is wrong on that Bowden pick. That's the one.
Do your pick'ems and prove me wrong.
Okay, y'all heard that? Do you pick them? Prove them wrong. Okay, he said I think y'all all gonna get. Okay, he said he think all of them gonna get it. To be honest, okay. All right. So this is D2. Let's move on to D1. Jamal says he likes Bowden. Dwayne says he thinks Bowden and Jenkins will win. Lee says Bowden will win. Courtney says ECI has some weapons and he's down there, so he knows what's going on. Obadiah says, did Drew get an invite tonight on the show?
That's my friend over there at Georgia Tech, ain't it? I like him. When y'all gonna bring him on?
Thirsty was supposed to reach out to him, so hopefully he'll, he's busy. It's the middle of football season. He's a major. He's got band practice and everything. He's part of the Georgia Tech band, so we got to get him when we can get him. And he's probably some kind of engineering major. He's so smart. So, we got to get him when we can get him.
Okay. Well, I'm going to make this real fast. D1, top 10, everybody wins.
Emmanuel Cooper, welcome to the podcast. Let us know where you're from. He said, can y'all send the link to that Bama song?
What Bama song? Oh, that song y'all were just playing?
Yeah.
I like it.
I'll see if I can get Thirsty to send you a link in the messenger, Mr. Cooper. Dwayne says Brooks by 14. So he's saying Fitzgerald will not beat Brooks County.
Not this week. Maybe the next 2 weeks, but not this week.
Can I ask you something, Mr. Wizard?
Yeah.
Is Brooks and Fitzgerald part of your pick'em? I'm just curious.
Maybe not. You got to play to see.
I don't play. My proxy is playing.
Now, girl, I be on that potion throughout the week that the witch be making for me. Mm-hmm. All I do is talk to my magic 8-ball, type some numbers. I ain't gonna say type. Write some numbers down and give them to Thirsty.
Cool, Mr. Cooper. He said he's a drumline instructor for Thomas County Central. Well, welcome to the podcast, Mr. Cooper. And we will we'll see if we'll get Thirsty to send that over to you, sir.
But I don't think Fitzgerald and Brooks is part of the pick'em, so I don't think so.
Okay. Lee said yes, it is.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
See, I told you I'd be on that potion.
I'm gonna give y'all a little secret. To those of you who are doing your pick'ems, if you can get them in early, it's probably advantageous to you in the event that there is a tiebreaker, because the tiebreaker is always going to go to the one who submitted their pick'ems first. Just putting that out there to you. All right, 2A.
Yep. 2A. I expect everybody in the top 10, or I'm sorry, everybody in the top 8 to win. Top 8. So what does that mean?
That
Thompson,
means and Cook.
Cook, y'all gonna lose.
What? You said K-Ro's gonna beat Cook County?
Yep. It's gonna be a close game, but K-Row gonna win.
Okay,
So
listen.
they play. K-Row gonna get some home cooking on that one.
What do y'all think? Let's see. TA said 8-ball. You talking about old English?
Oh, that's some good stuff right there. Sometimes I mix that with that Coke 45.
Oh God, I'm surprised you still walking. Let's see. Deshaun said Northside will not score on Carver Columbus. That's a big fact. Dwayne said he had a perfect pick'em last week. You told us that, baby. Congratulations.
Hey, don't they have an old saying that the sun shines on a dog's butt sometimes?
It does. They do.
Okay.
They do.
Ruff, ruff.
Obadiah said you and him are neck and neck, Mr. Wizard.
And what? Okay, y'all need to understand. I'm gonna make it to the postseason regardless. So I just need for y'all to do y'all thing. Do y'all thing, make the top 5, and see if you can get this $200 out the witch's purse. Cause she ain't trying to come up off no more money.
Lee says Cook is going to win by 10 points.
Okay, we'll see on Friday.
Jamal says he picked K-Row too. Darius Kirksey says that Burke County Northside game, he hopes Northside can pull it off. That'll probably be their one shot at a win. They could, and I think they got 2 shots. I mean, they could very well slip up. I'm talking, I don't know, especially based on how my babies played last week, but I think we beat Northside next week. I think it's either them or veterans, Mr. Kirksey. But
Hold on. I don't appreciate Dwayne Little's comment. It's only been 2 years, dog.
What you talking about? Oh, I hadn't gotten it.
I don't care. I saw it. It's only been 2 years.
Okay.
Our rings are still polished. That last one from 2023 ain't got no dust on it yet.
Okay, baby.
Okay. I'm gonna be quiet and let the wizard do his thing.
Yes. Thank you. Let's see. Christopher says K-Row will win against Cook by 21 points. Dwayne, I'm not gonna even read your comment. I think you made your point, sir. Obadiah says, sounds like the president of the United States. You never answered the question. Okay. Evan Reese, hello, friend. He said, go Mighty Hornets. While we would have most likely lost on Friday, we certainly didn't play well at all. Looking forward to our game against Westlake on Friday. Hoping you can bounce back. Deshaun says if Cook doesn't jump out early in the game, K-Row will win. They will do some mean home cooking down there. Well, I don't know nothing about any of that. What's going on, Mr. Robert? How you doing? Go Peach County Trojans and Coach Westbrook. Mr. Sanders, what's going on, Coach Sanders? How you doing? The Cab versus everybody. Okay, Stevenson is in the building. Welcome, Mr. Sanders. Haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. All right. 3A, let's go.
Okay. So, Jefferson.
Yes, sir.
They gonna take a loss this week against North Dakota. I'm sorry to say, but that's gonna be the only team in top 10 of 3A to lose. And you got Troop playing Mary Persons on Saturday.
Hold on. Who you say losing?
Jefferson.
Oh, okay.
Number 2.
Okay. Jamal says Cook County doesn't have an offense. They certainly didn't. They didn't appear to have one when they played Callaway.
Can we get to the good games now?
You know what? We are going to acknowledge our listeners and what they have to say.
I'm just saying, it's some good games in 5 and 6A this week.
Okay, and so Mr. Wizard, see, we were trying to be nice and patient with you and everything, and then you just, I'm trying to be cool and calm with you through this segment.
I don't want to go over my time limit.
Okay.
I might get fussed at.
I don't want
to. Y'all already getting fussed at for cursing.
I don't want to fuss. So let's go. Let's go with 4A, sir.
Okay, 4A. Again, North Dakota is going to beat Jefferson. Blessed Trinity loses to Milton. And Cambridge loses to Calhoun.
Okay. Lee says Troop will lose against Mary Persons.
It would, not football.
He said football.
Maybe the halftime show.
T. Abe says championship rings don't ever get dust on them. The only people who think like that are those who have never been to the promised land. Let's see. Obadiah said you trying to get back to the witch. He been with her all day.
Always.
Evan says if Milton still has their freshman quarterback, I could see them pulling off an upset.
Yeah, Bless. Well, I don't know. Blessed Trinity is gonna be strong. With that being said, I don't think they beat Milton, but I don't think Milton is a 2-score favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can we get to the good? Can I get to the good stuff so I can get to the good stuff?
Get to the good stuff, Wilson.
You so rude.
I'm trying to get to the good stuff.
You so rude. I be trying to be nice to you. Go ahead.
I ain't trying to be rude.
Okay, baby. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay. So 5A, right? Lee County, Colquitt County. Ooh, that's a bomb burner there. In Lee County. I think Lee pulls that one out. Sprayberry, Sequoia. Sprayberry gets exposed. And they gonna lose to Sequoia.
Okay.
And Houston County.
Ooh.
Your defense finally fails you and exposes you. And Tiff County beats you.
That's a hot take there.
Very hot. Have we decided what we're gonna do Friday, sir?
Ain't y'all going to Houston County?
Well, we gotta make a pit stop in Perry, so we don't know if we're gonna stay there or come up the road. Come up what is that, 41?
Yeah. 41 to 96, baby.
Yeah.
I'm down for whatever, man.
Okay, we'll gauge it.
Yeah.
Let's see. No need to apologize, Mr. Reese. I just had to look over there.
Man, look. We got Rudolph waiting. I need to get the road.
Darius says it is a lot of good. There are a lot of good games this week, Mr. Kirksey. I agree. Go ahead.
Yeah, because it's that time, babe. Like I was saying, a lot of people have gotten in region play, and everybody else is a week or two away from region play. So it's time for it to start getting to the nitty gritty, babe. It's week 5. You know what I mean? You damn near halfway through the season.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 6A. So interesting this weekend. Harrison is gonna lose Gainesville. Douglas
That's the
County.
game.
Douglas County is gonna get beat down by Beaufort. And again, Colquitt is gonna lose to Lee County.
Let's see. Evan says he hopes Roswell wins by that much. He has them winning by 10. Jordan BJ says Rockdale Bulldogs will shock the state this year in 6A. I just saw they were undefeated.
Undefeated, ain't they?
They are.
What? Basketball season started already?
They are 3-0. You never know. They're gonna make the playoffs. I bet you.
I mean, come on, baby, come on now. Let's be real.
Listen. Shock the world is relative. Shock the world doesn't mean they're gonna win it all. Shock the world means that they'll be competitive.
Baby, they 3-0. They 3-0. They 3-0. That's already the shock of the world right there.
And if they get there and make the playoffs and actually win a first round game, then guess what? They have shocked the world. So, Earl says, wow, that Hoko pick. He's like, he said, wow, that Hoko pick.
Hey, tune in on Friday night. That's all I can tell you. So, with all that being said, y'all good with me? Because me and the witch got to go to make this red nose light up.
Before you go, sir, when are you going to reveal your pickle?
Tonight after the podcast.
Oh, you're going to put them on. You're not going to share them here. You're going to share them on the page. Is that what we're doing?
Well, see, this is what I figured, right? If everybody the exclusive look at them now,
they can just kind of do what you do.
Yeah, and then after the podcast, y'all done with this, it'll get posted to the page.
Okay. Evan says he agrees on Walton, Mr. Wizard. The McEachern loss made people sleep on them. Walton will win their region. Mr. Kersey says
Mr. Reese.
Mr. Kersey says I might be traveling to different games. Langston got mosquito bites the rest of the year. Mr. Jordan, Mr. BJ said I said state, not the world.
Oh, okay. So, hey, y'all was talking about Alabama, right?
Yes, sir. And make sure you let have Thirsty when you pass by Thirsty on the hallway on your way back down there to see your broad. Make sure that you kind of put in his ear that Mr. Cooper would like a copy of that that link for the Bama song. Okay.
Well, Thursday did want me to leave y'all with something on my way out. Is that okay? Okay. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
I guess it's true what they say, Paul. The Gus Bus wheels do go round and round. Round and round over by Candy Ass. That's where they went round and round. I've never seen a team more softer, more pathetic in all my life. 12 missed tackles last year in the worst game. 14 missed tackles in this game. They said 20 plays where players didn't even care, didn't even chase after the play. Danny Sheridan told me a couple of weeks ago this team would lose 3 games, and I didn't believe it. I'm sorry, Godfather. Forgive me, brother. Forgive me. Where's the pride? Where's the passion? The friggin' tradition. The pride of wearing the damn A. Jersey. Where's it? That was friggin' pathetic, dude. I tell you, Coach DeBoer, we don't need marriage counseling. It's a full-fledged divorce now, dude. It's only a matter when we run your ass off now. It's got nothing to do with marriage counseling no more, brother. This is a full-fledged divorce. I'm not saying that I hate your ass, but if you was on life support, I'd pull the plug and charge my phone. You're about as popular as a bonus track on a Yoko Ono album right now, dude. Nobody likes you. You are an outsider. We don't like you. Go your ass back to the West Coast. Go get you a tree to hug and a Gavin Newsom pretend president sign and stick it in your front yard and leave Alabama today,
Bless his heart.
Baby, if that
Yes.
man was on life support, I unplug it to charge my phone.
My phone.
That's some hate right there. Mr. Mr.
Oh,
Kersey,
Lord.
that's hilarious. Mr. Kersey said that Tiff that showed up against Lee, Hoko is gonna have their hands full. Mr. Wynn, welcome to the
Agreed.
podcast. He agrees. Earl agrees with that. Jamari wants to know, how do y'all feel about Swainsboro this week?
Semifinals.
And we got them beaten. I thought he was just asking about this week's game, but we have
Okay,
them.
well, they're telling you right there. Semifinals, so Swainsboro is that pressure.
Yeah, so yeah, we think they'll beat Thompson. I think it'll be a good game though. Dwayne says Tift County is back this year, Tifton by 10. So yeah, I'm debating.
On.
Should I feel bad if I go down there and eat their food and then go leave and go up the road?
Nah.
Evan says, what are your feelings on both Cambridge and Denmark after Denmark beat Cambridge?
Slip up on Cambridge. There's no freaking way Cambridge should have lost that game to Denmark. I don't see Denmark doing much this year, and I think Cambridge will get back on track. Bro, what's your take?
Shit, you took the word right out my mouth. Damn, I ain't got nothing to say, but I agree for once.
It's not the same when y'all agree. Jamal says, Jamal says if Tift can find an ounce of defense, then Hoko is in trouble.
Nope. You need to switch the two teams around. If Hoko can find an ounce of defense, then Tift is in trouble. I just don't trust Hoko's defense.
Okay. You heard that, Jamal? What do you think, yo?
For 2 years, well, last year and this year, I've been telling y'all, Tiff is on the come up. I told y'all Hoko has an okay offense. The defense was supposed to be the truth this year, but I hadn't seen it. Like my brother just said, I think I got to agree with what he just said. If Hoko finds some defense, they should be okay against Tiff. I think the offense will be a little stronger. But if they come out playing like they played the last couple of weeks, Warner Robins, they kind of destroyed, but that's a rivalry game inside the county. Perry game, that 12-7 type thing to Perry, who's down with a bunch of young kids right now. You got to say Tiff.
Jordan says he's with Thompson. He said they're due for a win.
Hey, real fast. Can I give y'all a number? Can I give y'all a number?
Yes.
Go ahead, bro.
87.
That's how many points they've given up so far.
That's how many points Houston County's defense given up in 4 games. That's a 22 points per game they're giving up. That ain't good this early in the season.
Now, what I would like to know is what their offense production is. They're probably averaging 22 points a game also.
Now, for their offense, right? The magic number is 148. They're putting up 37 points a game.
A lot of those, because they beat the brakes off. You got to remember, they beat the brakes off Warner Robins. Now, they didn't score carries, but they did score.
Hold on. This is what I want you to understand.
So it's
yes, they beat the brakes off Warner Robins, right? 48-14. Here's my problem. You barely got past Effingham County 56-42. That's my problem. So and you gave up 24 points to Brookwood.
You talking about the private school?
No.
Oh,
Brookwood out of
Yeah. Okay, I get it. My apologies.
The Brookwood out of Gwinnett. You gave up 24 to them and beat them only by 7. And let's not forget, You only beat Perry by 6,
They only scored 12 points, right?
5. Went it
13,
like 12-7 or something?
13
Hmm.
to 7.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
that's why I say if Houston County can find, I ain't gonna even say an ounce. If they can find a teaspoon of defense, they may beat Tip.
Mr. Wynn says he thinks Tips will be able to run on Hoko. And
Agreed.
Mr. Choi says, I was saying that because if they can stop Hoko's offense, then they will definitely win by 2 scores.
The
Um,
blueprint's
And
already
again, real quick, bro. Again, I agree with what Mr. Choice is saying. Like I said about their defense. So if you can stop, just like Perry, Hoko wants to run the ball. That's Hoko's identity this year. If you all listen to the interview where Jeremy Edwards, head coach of Hoko, had with another podcast, he said that's where he messed up being down 7-0 at the halftime because he was trying to run on Perry, which he then started putting the ball up in a lot of screens and things like that. From what I've seen with Tiff back end is pretty strong. Tiff back end is pretty strong. So if Tiff defense can stop the run, I'm not worried about Hoko coming out passing.
Man, let's be real. Y'all can say what y'all want to say. Perry laid down the blueprint to hold Houston County's offense. All they got to do is follow it and execute.
Okay, well, why the hell Warner Robins ain't pull out the blueprint then?
Warner Robinson ain't got the same players Tip got this year, bro. Let's be real about it.
Oh, I agree with that. Warner Robins had a lot of turnovers, interceptions, and things like that. They got away from what they normally do, which is turn around and hand the ball off. What you call it? Student body left, student body right.
Body right. Yeah.
That's about the size of where Warner Robins need to be this year. They got a young quarterback that they're trying to develop. So let him develop and stop trying to go down the field like you got that kind of pressure.
Yeah.
Darius said is agreeing with you. He said they took off on a wire on Warner Robins. A lot of turnovers though. And where's the game? Tift or Hoko? It's on Highway 96, Freedom
It's in
Field
Hoko.
in Houston County.
Yeah, because we sure couldn't eat in Perry and get down to Tifton in time for the game, baby.
Yeah, we can't, but we can show shoot up. We can shoot up for the one.
And do that though.
We can do that.
10 minutes.
Let's see. Have you reached out to Tiff County to see what their future looks like? We have not. Jamal says Warner Robins threw 5 picks against Hoko. I don't think Tiff does that. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting, baby. You ain't gonna be able to tell Tiff County nothing.
You shouldn't. Tiff been in the cellar. Tiff been down in the basement. It's time for him to come on out of there.
Yep. And I remember, y'all, my cousin is a big Tiff fan, Tiff County fan. And he's a booster, if I'm not mistaken. So I was talking to him last year, when that other coach had left. I had gone to see his kid in a play, and I was talking to him about what was going down in Tifton. He said, "But don't worry. Oh, was that year before last? He said, "Don't worry, we got something in the pipeline. Don't worry about it. And he wouldn't tell me what it was. And then I think a little while later, they announced that was it Coach Littleton or Little John was leaving Bainbridge and coming to Tiff County. And hey, so far so good. So far so good. So
and take a look at the neighbors. You can't have a school with pride like the Indians down there in Irwinton and be performing like they performing without starting to think, oh, should I come over to Tiff and they on the road right now? So I see big things for Tiff in the next couple of years, man.
Me too. What are some other interesting matchups that are going on?
And he called it, babe. I think the most intriguing matchup to me, it has to be that Carrollton Gainesville game. Oh, because it's gonna either show bro, maybe you can agree. If Gainesville can go, because I think the game is in Carrollton. If Gainesville can go to Carrollton, no, is it in? Because I saw the little post that one of our homeboys sent about what you could do at the Gainesville Stadium. That was hilarious, by the way.
Yeah, that was funny.
But either way it goes, if Gainesville can beat Carrollton, you got to start thinking that they are contenders.
Yeah, they
You got to believe that they are contenders. Because if they go down and lay an egg against Carrollton, that's not Juju led, that has lost some kids due to graduation and an unfortunate accident or incident where someone's life was taken and that was involved in Carrollton, and they still can beat Gainesville, then Gainesville will face.
I thought they went to Bowden.
I
I
don't
thought
know.
they went to Bowden.
They was from
Miss-
Bowden and Carrollton. Running back from Carrollton and linebacker running back from Bowden.
Okay. Darius says he agrees with you. Okay, why am I their feedback? Okay. Darius says that Gainesville is a measuring stick game. Morris says Sandy Creek versus Upson Lee. I don't think Upson Lee will beat Sandy Creek. I just don't. Mr. Body says I didn't even know that Rashad Bateman was from Tift County until last year.
Well,
there was a dog down there too. Was a straight dog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I know for me, one game out of many that is interesting to me this Thursday is Columbia versus Callaway. A lot of folks they hear that don't move the needle right off the bat. But when you take a look at what Columbia has went through early on this season to get them prepared for this Callaway game, I wouldn't be surprised if Callaway gets caught slipping.
Columbia had a really, really brutal schedule, did they not?
They did. And that's what I'm trying, and that's what folks don't understand, because a lot of our listeners don't follow North Georgia. And I get it, I understand it. But just so you guys do understand, Columbia is playing, they are doing what was done by other teams in DeKalb County right now, this year. All right. They're going out, they're playing heavyweights. Yes, they're taking losses, and for the most part, doing their best to be competitive against these games, against these teams, considering that they are, a 2A school.
Mm-hmm.
Went out, took an ass whooping from Cartersville, 44-zip, took an ass whooping from Carrollton, 41-7, and lost to Douglas, 19-zip. I wouldn't be surprised if Columbia actually beat Callaway and then turned around and pushed a 4A Cal.
I think it'll be interesting. I don't know that they beat Callaway, but
I don't think so either. And not to interrupt you, babe. I'm sorry. I just don't get this point in. When we talked about it, I said the Douglas game, bro. You felt that they would upset Douglas, and I told you they would. I don't think they beat Callaway or Cal, but here's the thing: if Columbia make a run throughout the playoffs after playing that brutal schedule, do the rest of the DeKalb County take note and make that the blueprint? Because again, Cedar Grove did do that. Cedar Grove did play juggernauts to prepare them for playing in a 3A region. If Columbia, who went down and beat Camden County 2 years ago, let's not forget that. If Columbia take that blueprint and make a run, I can see a lot of other DeKalb counties falling in line saying, hey, Cedar Grove did this, Columbia did this, and it worked out for them. And they try to follow that blueprint also.
Now, it possibly, here's the difference. Columbia, Cedar Grove, they were in a 5-team region. Columbia is currently in a 5-team region. They only have 4 region games. Their region is is toilet tissue. It's Charmin toilet tissue soft. They have South Atlanta, Miller Grove, Reed, and Salem. They ain't got no. They're going to win the region. They're going to go into the playoffs with a number one seed with a possibly a 4-6 record.
Let's
So
see.
it should benefit them going into the playoffs.
Okay. Miss Chris, we're gonna come back to your question in just a minute. Okay. And go ahead if you want to in the comments ask some other questions. We don't have any info on the reclassification meeting, but you can ask some questions about the power rankings because we're kind of familiar with it because we talked to the person in charge of it, and the lower classifications have been dealing with it. So we'll be happy to see what questions we can answer for you. Jamal says, for me, it's Cook versus Cairo. I think Cairo turns the page after this game. They should finish second in the region because we know it's Peach and everybody else.
Well, here's my thing. I'm trying to get out of the top 10, right? I'm not looking at top 10 games because right now on the screen, I'm just scrolling through upcoming games for this weekend. So everybody can see what's coming up this weekend, right? So let's get out of the top 10. We know it's some good games in the top 10. Give us some under the radar games.
Hell, Cairo ain't in nobody top 10.
Cook is though.
Yeah, Cook is now. If you want to talk about out of the radar, I think Burke may still be, but I gotta think that Northside Burke County game is kind of going to determine the seasons of both programs. You know what I mean? We know Northside got the chance of really going winless this year, or can play a Burke County, can beat a Burke County, can kind of get some momentum going up against Peach the following week, where possibly be facing a new quarterback, smaller classification, and Northside kind of had Peach County number the last 22 years they played. It's the 22 meeting of those schools. So can Northside hit a stride and fight for a fourth seed in that region? Or do Burke turn the corner? Because they had some kind of crazy losses also. Do they turn the corner after beating the 6A Northside and take off kind of like they did last year? So that's why that game would be intriguing to me.
Morris says Callaway has been in some tough late ending games. They have. Jamal says Brian Duncan from Cairo is about to turn it up. I mean, he's a stud, and he's gonna get his. I just hope they don't run him to. I hope they don't run him to death. I repeat that again. South Georgia don't work. What you mean, Obadiah? I don't know what he. I don't know what you're saying. T. Abe says Columbia has always had athletes. The tough schedule they played will help them. Stephen Wynn has a question. He wants to know, will Chris bounce back against Doherty?
They should.
Yeah, Doherty kind of upset them last year, but I think it should definitely be Chris County game this year. Like that kid Deshaun Fed is a dog, man.
Good cooler goo. Got to be more careful.
That kid is a dog.
Mercy.
I got a question for y'all. And and listeners can chime in on this one too. The game that's in the middle of the screen right now, Irwin County versus Dooley. Who's gonna get their first win of the season?
Irwin easily. Dooley just don't have it, bro.
They just ain't got it. Irwin.
Okay.
The answer to your question, Chris, is no. He said, one question I have on the power rankings is, do out-of-state teams affect what a team has going on with the power rankings? No.
All right. I'm gonna break it down for you real fast. And keep in mind, we're talking GHSA schools only. It's the only school that deals with power rankings. If your team is playing a non-GHSA school, that game does not count towards your power rankings. End of discussion. Nothing else needs to be said. A non-GHSA game does not count.
Yeah, I said no. What's
No, I
going
get what
on?
And
you're saying.
also,
No, I get what you're saying. I'm just trying to help him understand that
Yeah,
non-GHSA games are not counted. So out of those 10 games, even if
yeah.
your team won that game, it's not going to count towards your power rankings as a
So
win.
yeah, so for example, if Coffee County, y'all play what um two or three Florida teams, your power rankings would be based on the 7 games you played for the GHSA.
and also, I think Ms. Pace also want to know. We don't know for sure. We have had conversations with Dr. Scott, and that was on the table, but it will not pass for next year. Meaning the higher classifications will not go into power ranking in the next cycle. Now, if that's the question you was asking, then I go ahead and answer that. Now, do that change after the next cycle? Because I think that's what they want to do. They was trying to do the competitive balance, but I think the power ranking is going to kind of even things out throughout the all classifications. So it didn't pass for this next upcoming cycle, but I think they will revisit it after the cycle after that.
Yeah, so what's that, 2028? Is that the next cycle?
Yeah,
Yeah.
2028.
Yeah. Every 2 years.
How you doing, Mr. James? Welcome to the podcast. Stockbridge bounced back in a big way, didn't it? Did I get
Yeah,
that
they
right?
needed that.
Mr. Wynn says Fed is a beast. Listen here, Mr. Wynn. Every time I saw that number 12 back there getting ready to catch a ball, turn around, my heart was in my chest and I cussed.
And cussed some more.
Every time that ball went his way, I was like, what in the are you kicking it to this boy? What is wrong with y'all? But anyway, and then I turned around and looked at I know they don't like me. I turned around, I sit too close to the press box. So I turned around and looked at them and asked them what they were doing. Like, do you see this boy right here? Stop doing that. You're welcome, Mr. Pace. You are quite welcome. Yeah, Fed
Okay.
is a beast. Go ahead,
All
sir.
right. Y'all see the
Love
game
Georgia.
in the middle. Y'all see the game in the middle of the screen. Ola versus Eagle Landers, right?
Oh, I thought you were talking about Love Join Dutch Town.
Nah, Love Joy Dutchtown to get both of them. Ain't neither one of them got a chance to win their region. I'm
Oh
I'm
man,
focusing on this. I'm focused on this Ola and Eagles landing for a reason, and I'm gonna show you the reason why.
that could be
Okay.
for a second seed, bro.
Uh-huh. Who got the
To
first
who?
seed?
Don't say Jones County, and the first seed is gonna end up going to Stockbridge with one
Yeah,
loss in the
I
region.
said Stockbridge should be one. The
But
Eagles landing and Ola game could determine the second seed.
and that's why I'm looking at that game on the screen. You have you have Region 2 4A standings on the screen right now. Okay, based on alphabetical order, Eagles Landing is number one based on alphabetical order. This is a good game to pay attention to because yes, I totally agree with you. This will determine, as of right now, second place. But do we see Ola beating Stockbridge this year? No, I don't see Ola beating Stockbridge this year. So I think Stockbridge, I agree with you. Stockbridge takes first place. The winner of this game is going to end up taking second place, and the loser possibly taking third.
So do that put Jones at fourth, or do Jones still come in and could possibly fight with the loser for a third spot?
Do you really want to see what Jones County, who the two losses in the region was for Jones County?
They already lost 2 region games. I know they lost by 1 point.
Yeah. Do you really want to see who the losses
Oh,
for that
never
Jones
mind,
County
bro.
took in there?
Never mind. I already
I
see it,
do.
bro. You
I
good.
do.
No, I'm showing you right now. They already took a loss to Ola. That hurt them. That's a big hurt right there.
And they
Mm,
lost to Woodland?
Yes.
mm.
Yeah, they 4 seed. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't make the
They
playoffs.
don't make it.
Hampton. Well, they did beat Hampton, so yeah, you probably get them at a 4 seed now.
But look who
Hey,
else is
I'm
in there
still
though.
rolling with McDonald though.
Oh boy,
First
stop.
off,
What about Locust Grove? What
what
y'all?
about them?
Locust
Okay,
Grove, they
they
can
two
sneak.
and one.
I'm not gonna put it past Locust Grove to bit to sneak in. My thing is when you look at Locust Grove schedule, right? You took a 1 point loss to Stockbridge. Okay, you're showing you got some promise. It's the loss they took to Ola that I question. So that tells me if you lost to Ola like that, I'm expecting you to lose to Eagles Landing like that, which is going to give you 2 losses. So now you already lost the tiebreaker with Ola. If you don't beat Eagles Landing, you stuck.
And Hampton beat Stockbridge, right? Was it Hampton or Locust Grove? I think it was Hampton. Who beat Stockbridge?
Hampton, 20,
Yeah.
28, 27.
Yeah.
Because of the weather. Hampton had benefited from the weather that weekend because it was raining that weekend everywhere in Georgia.
Morris says Ola versus Eagles Landing is definitely a good one.
So that's why I was bringing attention to the Ola Eagles Landing game.
That's gonna be a good one.
I'm just gonna keep scrolling through this Friday's game and see what else jumps out at me.
Oh, Glasscock and Edmund Burke. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh my God, that's gonna be a classic now.
What happened to Elbert County? They apparently lost a lot.
I think Elbert and Commerce.
Yeah.
You know, that region was so tough. It was Rabin, it was Commerce, it was Elbert. They was all making noise. And now Rabin, like they the only one in that region that making noise now. That's a good take, babe. What happened to Elbert?
I don't know. Yeah, somebody
See,
up that way, let me know. Warren County, Hancock, Bowden and Heard County. Now, the Wizard said Heard County is going to beat Bowden. I don't necessarily know that that's true though.
We're gonna find out Friday night.
And that's a border war now. That is a border war. So you know how them games can go.
So yeah,
I'm saying you gotta put the favor in favor of the home team though.
Mr. Body, what do you know about Heard County? I know you're a Bowden fan, but if you're out there, let us know what you know about Heard County and why you think, because I know you said Bowden is going to win, but why you think Bowden is that much better than Heard County. If you're listening, come talk to us and let us know.
Can I talk on it? Can I talk on Hughes and Banneker game?
Sure. Why? But sure.
Okay. This is what I got to say on it.
Mr. Kirksey, I got a question. Mr. Kirksey, I got a question for Mr. Kirksey. I know y'all had a quarterback issue, but it was not a bad issue to have. So who is the quarterback, Mr. Kirksey? Or are y'all still doing 2 quarterbacks? Let me know. New Parent, Manchester, Kennesaw Mountain, killed, failed, right? Nothing moves the needle. Arabian Mountain.
There she go, talking about her Arabian Mountain team.
Damn, that Lewis landing for the win this weekend.
I think they do win.
They should.
He said Kelly is the quarterback. Okay. Bacon County and Lanier County. Okay. Colquitt and Lee. They're at Lee County.
Yep.
Colquitt, y'all better play y'all best game of the season. That's all I'm gonna say. You don't just really go over there and win.
Now, here's my question. Would y'all be shocked if Loudon got upset by Kev? Would it be a shock?
At this point, I think it will be. Because Lowndes, in my sight, Lowndes is third, can possibly fight for a second in that region in a 6A classification. And to let a lowly, I wouldn't say a lowly, but Kale is not Kale of last year and the years before. So if Kale beat them, yeah, that's a shocker, bro.
Okay. Can Crawford County hold the running back of Macon County? No.
Nah,
So you think
Okay.
Macon County's gonna get their first win?
they'll get their first win.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know
Let's
how
see.
much weight it holds being Crawford, but that's region play, so it is what it is.
It is what it is.
So
Dwayne?
here's the question for 92. Does 92 get his first victory of the year against Peachtree Ridge?
No.
Nah.
Shout out to 92. I need to ask him. I think I know somebody else that works on this staff. I'm gonna ask him about.
You do. You do.
How you know I do?
You do.
Okay, I need to see what you're talking about that. Dwayne Little says Bowden has some recruits from Bremen to put them over Heard County. He said, but Mook Darius says, but Mook the sophomore can pop it too. How you know Bowden got some recruits from Bremen, Dwayne? Daniel says Heard has a good team. That game versus Bowden should be a good one. He's saying the sophomore at Langston Hughes is going to be special. And that Kel won't stop Lowndes County run.
Okay. I'm gonna ask y'all who wins the game in the middle of the screen.
I don't know.
Mount Perrin.
I honestly don't know.
Mount Dale Perrin.
I don't know what Mount Perrin Christian has this year.
I know they got a victory against Cedar Grove.
Mr. Wynn says it will be hard for Kel to win at Lowndes. So they agree.
Hold on. This question is for Yo in particular. Who wins the game in the middle of the screen?
Stevenson. It ain't one team outside of Jonesboro gonna give a problem to.
You just kid, Dwayne. You know what? I'm gonna stop. You just crazy. And he also says Mount Perrin will beat Cedar Grove. At this point, I can't believe nothing come out Dwayne mouth.
Interesting.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
So, with all that being said, right? With all that being said, the question of the day is, who's on the goddamn clock? Who on the clock today?
Bye week, you on the clock.
Bye week on the clock today.
Yeah, we gonna get you through. So guys, it's time to put your opposing team. Golly, Lord have mercy. Okay, I'm gonna say it again. Podcast land, Dwayne wants you to know, because this is the third time that he said it. He got all 10 of his predictions right last week, and he is toward the top of the leaderboard. So congratulations to Dwayne Little, because Lord, he don't want us to forget it. Stephen Wynn has a question. Walton and North Cobb, who shows up? What you think?
Walton, the game will get out of hand. I'm telling you now.
Yeah, North Cobb is on over there. I don't know what it is, but North Cobb ain't North Cobb now.
Yeah, it'll get out of hand. I'm talking something like 49-24 out of hand like that.
Wouldn't be surprised. Would not be surprised.
Dwayne says,
and you know what? I might. Hold on, where that game at North Cobb? Shit, I'm gonna be up that way on Friday anyway. Shit, I'm leaving my game early. I should be. I might swing by there for the second half.
Bro. Wait a minute. Don't leave your game mad going over there bothering them folks.
I would leave because it was gonna be around the clock in the second half.
Oh Lord. Dwayne says Fitzgerald is on the clock. Brooks is ready to bounce back.
Not yet. Give it another week.
Mr. Robert, we got to put Northside on the clock next week. We putting the bye week on the clock this week, Mr. Robert. Okay. Yes, Mr. Benjamin, you can. Don't listen to him. You can put Southwest DeKalb's opponent on the clock. You don't have to ask, sir. You go ahead.
Who is Southwest DeKalb's opponent? I forgot.
Baby, you go ahead.
It don't matter. It's their homecoming, man. You can get a pass for your homecoming. You're supposed to have a cupcake for your homecoming.
Go ahead, Mr. Benjamin. Put them on the clock. Mr. Body says Heard County is on the clock. Bowden by 14.
I don't think that many. I think it's a good game. I think Bowden win, but 14, Mr. Body might be a stretch.
You I don't think you were on there. Do you think K-Roll beats Cook?
No.
The Wizard said K-Roll is going to beat Cook, and somebody
In
else
Wood.
said Cook County does not have.
And I say it again, in Wood. Cook will not go down to Cairo.
They say Cook County doesn't really have an offense. That's why they said that. Okay. Mr. Kersey, did they say that? D1, D2 is on the clock. They're eliminating those classes.
Don't worry. We'll go back and verify what they put in the minutes.
Okay, we're gonna go look at the minutes. Mr. Benjamin said North Springs, you are on the clock. They said they're bringing back the A to 7A structure. Okay, I need to check those minutes out. Christopher says Cook County Hornets are on the clock. K-Roll by 22. Okay.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about, Mr. Sloan. Have confidence in your team.
In Wood.
Damn what Yo is talking. Have some confidence in your team.
K-Roll by 22. Okay. Danny says North Cobb should win as long as they continue to play a physical and complete game on all sides of the football.
Not gonna happen.
Okay, let me just say this: if K-Roll beat Cook by 22 points, I sing any Mariah Carey song y'all want me.
Please.
Yeah, Mariah. Go together like babies and pacify. That's the song I want you to sing. And I don't want you to do the ODB version, verse either.
K-Roll, you can win. Just don't win by 22, because Lord knows I don't want to hear that man sing. I do not want to hear that man sing. I don't. I didn't even know the GHSA had a meeting today. I'm usually on top of that kind of stuff. Why didn't I know that? I need to go look at those minutes. But thank you, Mr. Curtis, for the heads up.
There you go, talking about what you be on top of.
Are you gonna put Mount Perrin Christian on the clock Thursday? Thursday. Am I talking to myself? Is this thing on? Listeners, do you hear me?
I think he made a supply run.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, maybe he got that to say.
What was the question? My bad. What was the question? I had technical difficulties at that moment in time. What was the question?
I really miss my sister so bad because I have to keep y'all in line, and it is very, very difficult to do. The question was
a squirrel. I'm sorry, it was a squirrel.
Are you going to put Mount Perrin Christian on the clock, sir? It was a simple question.
Yes, I am.
Okay. Danny says K-Roll is going to beat Cook County in spreading syrup over their pancakes. Okay.
Okay, you know what? Let me go. You know what? I'm going to officially say this. Mount Perrin, you are on the clock.
Okay. All right. Mount Perrin Christian. I don't see anybody else on the clock.
So, did y'all go back and watch the film, the tape, our game against Alpharetta?
I did not. And
I don't blame you. But for us, I think I said this Friday or Monday. I can't remember which day I said because I was in the supplies both night. But I'm not in the supplies. I know, right? I just got into the supplies tonight, so I'm still pretty sober. But for me personally, I felt that Alpharetta was going to be our measuring stick going forward because I felt we had a chance to beat Alpharetta, which we did. Thero, we did what we were supposed to do against Thero. Thero was a cupcake. We did what we were supposed to do. Collins Hill, I was expecting us to lose, but not the way I was not expecting us to lose the way we lost against Collins Hill. when we played Alpharetta, I was glad to see the coach stick with one quarterback because for the previous two games he was switching quarterbacks at the second half, and that threw us for a loop. You got a quarterback that's getting into a rhythm late in the second quarter, and then you pull them and put in a senior at quarterback, which has no business playing quarterback. I'm sorry, it is what it is, and we lose that rhythm we had going into halftime. So
Bro, I
when
want
we
you to
play
have this
Alpharetta,
same energy. I want you to have this same energy Friday night, bro.
I will, as long as he sticks to what he did. I will, as long as he sticks to the same game plan that he played that he had against Alpharetta. I'm gonna stick with it because, dude, that quarterback from last year. I told you when y'all came down here to the Mount Zion game, and I told you every single time what was about to happen. It happened. As long as that quarterback does not see the field, we are in a good position.
Agreed.
I like Mount Perry, and I like Doug, and I like Stevenson.
Marquis says the Atlanta
7-3.
Falcons.
7-3.
I'm not fooling with y'all. Marquis said the Atlanta Falcons kicker is on the clock.
Oh man, he was on the clock Sunday at 4 o'clock. Let me tell you something. I'm at the game Sunday. Now, y'all don't my seats are above the tunnel where the Falcons come out at, right? So I really couldn't tell if the field goal was good or not from my angle because I wasn't paying attention to the ball. I'm looking at the goal post. I'm looking for the ball to cross between. I'm looking for the yellow goal post to get a break, right? And I didn't see it. I'm just staring at the goal post for like 5 minutes. Everybody filing out. My son like, Dad, you ready to go? I ain't say nothing. Still looking at the goal post, waiting for that brown ball to break that yellow color that I see. Dad, you ready to go? I ain't saying that. Dad, you ready to go? Oh, huh? I snapped back into it. But that ain't the play that cost us the game, though. I'm gonna be honest with you. Mara Hard should have caught that pass. I'm sorry to say. Mara Hard should have caught that pass.
Cadero Hard, and he
Yeah,
definitely should have
whatever his
caught
name
that.
is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Merrill Hard, the old running back for the Pittsburgh Steelers. But another thing, though, man, Mike Hughes is get beat, man. I'm talking about that Joe getting beat like, and he got beat by a rookie.
No, that was a blown coverage. What's his name? Bates blew that coverage.
No,
Yeah, he did. Blake,
no,
they were
Bates
playing.
took his man who was the tight end, and he bid on it. No, it was Mike. It was Mike cutting across,
It
and
was a tight end coming across, running a in route from the hash that sucked this because they was in a deep one. They were playing a cover three. When you look at the tape, because I actually went back and saw several posts and looked at the replay of it, they were playing a cover three. Cornerback had outside leverage because he expected help on the inside. I forgot who the man was that ran across the route across the hashes. He shut the middle safety down, which opened up the post over top of him. The safety blew that coverage, not the cornerback, the safety.
I
Blew that coverage.
guarantee you look at that play 10 times a game, and that play is his. That's his man. His zone. That's who Jesse Bate was supposed to cover. Mike Hughes,
Not
no. Mike Hughes, no. You do not give no inside leverage in a red zone situation.
when
You
you
do
play a
not do
cover
that.
three. When you're playing a cover three, why not? Because you expect inside help.
So
Jesse
who go?
Bates jumped the route.
So who's gonna cover the tight end coming down the seam then?
The
If that's
tight
not
end was
Bates,
out. No, the tight end wasn't going down the seams. He was running a cross. He ran a dig across the middle.
okay,
He
who?
went down about 10
So
yards,
who?
ran a dig. He was covered by the linebacker that dropped back. Jesse Bates jumped the route, tried to jump the throw.
I'll
Instead
go
of
back.
Jesse Bates staying behind sitting back and keeping the play in front of him and looking off to make sure nothing was pressuring on the inside towards the hashes. If Jesse had stayed back, Jesse would have got his first interception of the year. Jesse, Jesse blew that play. That go ahead touchdown for Tampa Bay. It was on Jesse Bates.
Oscar says it was a couple of plays that cost us. When he called that toss play to Bijan inside the red zone, every play that called that series was horrible. We should have scored. We were given chance after chance.
Well, they did score. Michael Penix scored that drive.
No, damn that drive there. It's the fourth and ones prior to that drive or prior to that scoring play and drive that made no sense. Why do you have Bijan Roberts in the game for a 4th and 1 to run between the tackles? Why? When you got that number 50 for Tampa Bay stuffing up the middle and you run right at him.
Yeah,
It made no sense.
Vita Vea was pushing. Man, he was killing Lindstrom all game, man. And Lindstrom is the top guard in the league, man. And he was killing him, man.
You got 4th and 1 and you can't get it. You ain't came up with your version of the tush push yet with a young athletic quarterback. And then when you do decide to put Tyler Algier back there at running back, what you ran with him? Oh, Tyler. Come on, man. That ain't Tyler. Tyler Algier runs between the tackles. That's your power back. So yeah. There was some questionable play calling in that, but at the same time, though, a lot of people, you can look at it one of two ways. One, Falcons offense, the Falcons starting offense was knocking off Russ because none of them really played in the preseason. That's number one. Number two, bad play calling in those situations. Which one you want to chalk it up to? Me personally, I think it's a combination of both.
Chris said the Falcons have had a losing season since 2017, if I'm not mistaken.
That's a lie.
Just say that's not true.
No, it's not. They had a losing season since 2017, bro.
Oh, it was 16 they went to the Super Bowl? I don't know why I'm thinking it was 18. I don't know why I'm thinking it was 18. Yeah, okay, then that's a fact.
Let's just be real. Let's be real. The Falcons didn't play bad. I don't care what nobody say. If Koo hit that field goal and we go into overtime, we pull out a win, nobody's talking about the Falcons played bad or the Falcons can't win or the Falcons and all that crazy. Calm down, boy. Woosah. All that crazy stuff they want to talk about the Falcons wouldn't be said. It's just you missed a kick. It happens. It's football. It happens. You hate that Koo did that because he almost missed another one that hit the pole and went in. You know what I'm saying? But the Falcons gonna be okay. They got a tough schedule. They'll definitely be challenged this year. But I think we're still okay. We'll get it split with Tampa. We'll beat New Orleans and Carolina in both games, and we'll win the division. I stand by that.
I'm with you on that. Now I ain't gonna lie. This upcoming Sunday, I feel they can get Minnesota. This upcoming Sunday, going to Minnesota, I think they can get them.
Well, I still feel like Rashida, but hey. Dwayne says I can't relate. The Jaguars didn't have that problem. Oscar said, just hold your horses, it's coming. We all know that. Oscar also says we didn't play bad at all, but my standout player was Zero Diablo. That MF was everywhere.
But when I tell you that boy played linebacker, that was that old school Ray Lewis type linebacker. I'm gonna hit you in your nose. I'm gonna go sideline to sideline. I'm gonna be in the backfield. Diablo played the game, man. I like that kid.
And how you getting out of how you just getting out of Bible study, sir? And you talking about ML? You ain't been out an hour yet.
Hey, they must had the preacher come over to the loony bin where you should be right now, Oscar.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's so late he getting out of Bible study because they had the preacher come out.
I usually wait about 3-4 hours before I start cussing when I leave church. My niece and my nephew used to be like, "Dang, you don't need to go to church. It seems like you cuss more when you leave church than on Sunday than you do any other day." That's not true though. He said he was fast and physical. I questioned the signing, but sheesh. Yeah.
Nah, I just need them. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just need for them Bulgarian rookies to get it in gear. Now I know we asking for a lot from them early, i.e., first game of the season, but not. I need for them rookies. Y'all got to get it going. Get your motor rolling. So we got two Bulgarian rushers. Man, let's get them rolling.
Well, Jalen Johnson didn't play, right? He's still hurt.
Mm, one of them is, but
Yeah.
my thing is, we
Pierce,
know we
we
go
thought
ahead.
Pierce was gonna show up. Now our rookie safety came in and played phenomenal. You know what I mean? He was the first safety to have that many tackles, first rookie safety for the Falcons since like 2006 or something, to record 5 tackles, 2 breakups, and have a game like he had. So
Mhm.
I'm okay with the kid came from Notre Dame at the safety. I
I
think when
forget where he's at.
Johnson get back, I think he'll be better. And Pierce is gonna definitely be a beast. It's just the first game. They're gonna be
Yeah,
okay. We're
yeah,
gonna be okay.
yeah. I'm with you on that, and I'm not spazzing out right now because hey, we got 15 more to put in the record book. So, but I got a question for y'all. Um, I was watching something on Netflix today. I think I got about 4 episodes in deep. Has anybody started watching America's Team yet on Netflix?
No.
Uh nah.
I I would have. We all have our perceptions of Jerry Jones, but watching that series, it gives you an insight to what and how he really is. That is a good series on
Xavier
Netflix.
Watts. Miles. Yeah, Xavier Watts, Oscar. I'm not a Dallas Cowboys fan. It's nothing I would ever tune into, bro. I'm sorry.
Now, it ain't the fact of being a Dallas Cowboy fan. One, you know, they get it. I mean, bro, they get into everything. How he came about buying the team, what it prior to, before. It's a little, as a football fan, it's interesting. I'm gonna
Yeah,
put it like that.
I understand what you're saying, but I don't give a about how to cap. I don't care, bro. I'm sorry. I can't. Like I'm sitting here listening to you, and I'm like, okay, bro, gonna tell you some real. So check it out, check it out. And my mind is still telling me, hell no, hell no. So I just can't get into it, bro. It's the
I feel
Cowboys. If it was
you.
anybody else, maybe the Cowboys. I just can't do it.
I ain't gonna lie. I ended up going down the rabbit hole, you know, seeing how he and Jimmy Johnson fell out because if Jimmy Johnson had stayed there as the coach, ain't no telling what the Cowboys would have did. But my thing is, man, because I forgot they played that, I forgot they played college ball together for a second there. I forgot. I forgot they were roommates at Arkansas. But man, the way him
Mhm.
and Jerry Jones fell, I mean, him and Jimmy Johnson fell out. Crazy, crazy. And what happened back then is gives you insight to how it went down between Jerry Jones and Michael Parsons.
Mm. He's talking about Watts, yeah. Okay. Well, people, the comments have dried up. So, and it's after 9 o'clock. It's actually 9/11. And coincidentally, tomorrow will be 9/11. And that will be it'll be a Thursday evening. If y'all don't have anything else to do Thursday evening, I'm sure the NFL game is on, but if you want to switch between that and ESPNU, I will be at the Stadium of Clark, Atlanta. I'm going to see my Wildcats for the first time this year. I am so excited to see them play on tomorrow. Thank y'all
Hold
for
on, what
joining.
time you coming up? What time you coming up?
I don't. It depends. I'm riding with my uncle, so and he's actually in Lithonia, so I'm
Oh,
driving.
cause I was gonna say, man, we can stop at right the stop, get some food.
Oh, that would have been nice. I don't know what time though.
As long as y'all don't go to the pizza place, considering I'm not going tomorrow. She
Slim,
didn't
we
You
want
know
me and
what?
you, bruh. She didn't want me and you to go without her, so she cannot go with you
You know
without
what
me.
though? They shut down. They ain't even up. They not even down there no more. They shut down.
Slim
Wow.
and Huskies is gone.
Yep.
Oh, I'm sad. So,
Cause they had bad parking, so they ended up moving somewhere else. I forgot where they moved to off the top. But yeah,
Okay,
they ended up
find out
moving
and
from
let
where they
them know,
were.
bro. Next time we up, we got to hit them up.
Real do.
we gotta hit them up. So I'll be traveling a lot this weekend, but anyway, we thank y'all so much. We will be back here on Friday evening to say it with our chests. So y'all make sure that y'all join us. It'll be around 11ish, and we will see you then. We thank y'all again. We speaking of parking, Bainbridge, are y'all parking good? Yeah, Obadiah, their parking's not bad. They got a pretty big parking lot, and it's not a whole it's not a long walk or anything. Am I right about it, yo? Yeah.
I'm with you when you're right, baby.
Yeah, that you shouldn't have any issues parking in Bainbridge. I was just down there last year, Obadiah. But yeah, we just thank y'all so much for joining us again. Y'all, we couldn't do any of this without you all. Like y'all are why we come back. And we thank y'all for engaging with us and meet us. I trust me, Obadiah. I would never steer you wrong, sugar lips. I would never steer you wrong. They should have ample parking on both sides of the stadium. Trust.
Yeah,
And
can I
if
hit this button before I say something stupid?
yes.
I'm about to change that C to a B.
What's you trying to change that C to a B? What does that mean?
Man, with your chest.
What the hell are you talking about? I don't get it. I'm so slow. You just have to explain that to me later.
Okay.
Is
What are
And with your chest. Oh man, never mind. Get me out the phone because never mind. All I see right now in my head is what's the name of that Drew Brees spot we went to?
walk on.
Yeah, all I see is walk on in my mind right now.
Night night.
y'all take care. Good night, guys.
Push the button, Mike.